Have you ever wished you could just set up your own security camera system? Without all the crazy costs and technicians and monthly fees? What if you could take pretty much any IP camera, or even just a regular old webcam, and transform it into a seriously powerful monitoring hub? Well, today, we're going to look at a piece of software that claims it can do exactly that.
All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to kick things off by figuring out what AnyCam actually is. Then, I'll show you just how ridiculously fast the setup is. After that, we get into the really cool stuff, taking full control of your view, setting up smart recording that actually works, and finally, how you can tap in and see what's going on from just about anywhere.
So first things first, what exactly are we talking about with AnyCam? Let's break down how this becomes your personal security command center.
Okay, so here's the most important thing to get. AnyCam is not a camera. It's the brain. It's this powerful piece of software that's designed to find all the different cameras you might already have and weave them together into one single, unified security system that you are in complete control of.
And when you look at these benefits, you can kind of see what they were aiming for, right? It's all about that balance between being super powerful and super simple. I mean, of course, it's reliable and flexible. But the things that really jump out are the features that make your life easier, like automatically finding your cameras so you don't have to hunt for them, and shooting you alerts right on Telegram. It's all about removing the headache from home security.
Now, when you hear professional-grade software, your mind might immediately jump to a complicated, frustrating setup. AnyCam says that's just not the case here. So let's see how fast you can really get from downloading the thing to seeing a live camera feed.
And honestly, it really is this straightforward. You download the file, you click through a totally standard installation wizard. You tell it you trust the publisher, and that is basically it. A few clicks, and the software is on your machine, ready to start finding your cameras. So once it's installed, you have two ways to get your cameras connected. And for most of us, this automatic discovery feature is going to feel like magic. The software just scans your network, shows you a list of what it found, and you just pick your camera. Done. Now, if you've got a more complicated network or you're an advanced user, that manual option gives you all the control you need. But for the rest of us, the beauty is that the hard work is already done. Okay, cameras are connected. Awesome. Now comes a really fun part, actually taking control and deciding how you want to see everything. Let's dig into the different ways AnyCam lets you build your own personal mission control. First up, you've got the video wall. This is that classic movie-style security room view. All your camera feeds are tiled up on the screen, and they automatically resize to fill up every bit of space. It is absolutely perfect for getting that complete, everything-at-a-glance overview of your whole property.
Next up is the one-to-many mode. This one is for when you have one area that's just more important than the others. You get one big main camera view, and all your other cameras are just little thumbnails on the side. But if you see something interesting on one of those thumbnails, you just click it, and boom, it instantly swaps to be the main view. So you can focus on the front door while still keeping tabs on the backyard and the driveway.
And then you have slideshow mode. This is the ultimate set it and forget it option. AnyCam will just cycle through each of your cameras, one after the other, showing them full screen. You get to set how long it stays on each camera, from just a few seconds all the way up to 10 minutes. It's perfect if you have a dedicated monitor where you just want it to act like a security guard, constantly touring your property for you.
Watching a live feed is great, but let's be honest, the real power of any security system is in what it records. And this is where AnyCam starts to get really, really smart, by acting like a sentry that only pays attention to what actually matters.
Oh man, we have all been there, right? You know something happened, but you have to fast forward through hours and hours of an empty hallway or a still backyard just to find it. This is the exact problem that smart recording is designed to kill. How do you capture only the moments that matter?
Well, AnyCam gives you 4 different ways to record, so it's all on your terms. You can go with continuous recording for that 24/7 coverage if you absolutely cannot miss a single second. There's manual for when you see something happening live and you just hit the button to start capturing. Or, and this is the cool part, you can get smart about it. Use motion detection to save a ton of disk space by only recording when there's action. Or use scheduled mode to only record during specific times, like overnight or during business hours.
And this motion detection gets even more clever. It's all about being precise. You can actually tweak the sensitivity, so, a neighborhood cat won't trigger an alert, but a person walking up the driveway will. Even better, you can literally draw zones on the screen. So you can tell it, hey, watch this doorway right here, but completely ignore that tree next to it that's always waving in the wind. It's smart, it's efficient, and it saves a ridiculous amount of storage space.
Because what's the point of a security system if you have to be sitting right in front of the computer to use it?
A modern system has to give you access from anywhere. So let's see how AnyCam keeps you connected when you're out and about.
The flexibility here is pretty awesome. If you like having a dedicated app on your phone, there's an Android app for you. If you practically live inside messaging apps, the Telegram bot is perfect. It can shoot you motion alerts and you can check in right from there. And for just universal access, you can generate a private, unique web link to see a camera feed from any browser on any phone or computer.
Okay, now this is a really important heads up, and honestly, it's great that the developers are so transparent about this. The remote viewing features are still being actively worked on and fine-tuned. So they're basically saying, hey, use this with a bit of caution. You probably shouldn't enable remote access for any cameras pointed at super sensitive stuff. It's an amazing tool for checking on the backyard or the front porch, but it's just good to know that this is a feature that's still evolving.
So there you have it. AnyCam gives you all these tools to grab a bunch of different cameras and stitch them together into one intelligent, custom surveillance system. It's powerful, it's smart, and you can get to it from anywhere. So I guess the only question left is, now that you can be anywhere, what will you keep an eye on?